reactive rather than making proactive choices. The third reason that men are made to lead the home is that women are allergic to accountability. There is a quote in Spider-Man where Peter Parker is told by his uncle that with great power comes great responsibility. It is the highest level of responsibility and accountability. And sometimes people mix those two words up. So let me give you a little bit of an example that I think might help. And we're going to use a work environment for this scenario. So in a work environment, there's usually the boss and there's the employees. Now, employees have responsibilities. They are tasked with completing certain duties, like finishing reports or meeting deadlines or handling projects. The responsibility lies in completing the tasks that are assigned to them. However, the boss is the one who is accountable for the result from their efforts. So the boss is the one who's going to answer for the results from his team. He'll have to explain the successes or failures to maybe some of his higher ups or some stakeholders. But the boss is going to be the one who bears the consequence if his team's work doesn't meet the expectations. So both you and your wife have responsibilities in the marriage, but who is accountable is always going to fall to who is in charge, the boss, the leader in the home. But here's where the problem lies. Women are allergic to accountability. And if they don't want to be held accountable, and they don't, then they cannot be put in that position of power. And because it is the man who is always going to be expected to save the day when shit hits the fan, to come to his wife's rescue, he must be given that right to those final choices, those tough decisions in the marriage, because he is the one who's going to be held accountable for it. A woman's never going to have to be held accountable. Let me just give you an example and to make this a bit more clearer. Let's say that your wife crashes the car and there's a $2,000 deductible, but she doesn't have enough money to pay it. And so what happens? So she's going to come to you and say, sorry, babe, I don't have the $2,000. Do you have it? Can you cover me? Does the husband just say, sorry, babe, this is on you. You crashed the car. You're just going to have to figure it out. If he says that, there's going to be problems. So despite the fact that she was responsible for the crash, she still is going to have her husband be held accountable for making everything whole. And this is what all women expect. This is one of the greatest benefits to being married as a woman is we know that when life gets tough, we have a good man that's going to have our back no matter what. Like he's going to help us figure it out. But if the tables were turned, there's no universe in the world where a woman is expected to go rescue a man. He would just be expected to figure it out. So if the husband in the marriage is going to be the one who is going to have to figure every situation out, no matter who was responsible, if he has the ultimate accountability, which he does, then it is only fair that he should be the one who makes the decision for which he is going to be held accountable.